Hi, this is George Whittam from Edge Studio. Here's a quickie on how to load an effects rack into Audition 3.0. The way it works in Audition is if you want to send a rack to somebody else, they must receive a SESS file. An SESS file is a session file. A session file contains multi-track audio data. So what I do is when I send a stack, I include, or like basically a customized rack, also known as a stack, I include the rack in a track. So to get to that rack, you have to have a track. And so once you have the multi-track session file open, you will look at the track and you click on Effects and then right-click on the area down below where the effects rack is located. If you drag the track downward, you can see a little bit more information. Now it starts to look like an effects rack. Right-click and choose Effects Rack. And inside that track, the effects that I've pre-programmed for you, they'll be located in your session. Now I've saved the racks in my effects rack presets window, and that's how I can recall them. And once you have the rack, you can also recall them in the same manner. So again, you'll open the session, you'll see a track. The first track will have effects loaded into the rack. And to save the rack for you to use later, right-click on the rack, Effects Rack, Save Rack as Preset, type in a name that you want to save it as, and click Save here. And then you'll be able to recall that rack anytime you need it without even going into the multi-track screen. So if I'm back in Edit View, I'll double check, make sure my audio has been normalized to -3. Then I'll choose Effects Mastering Rack. As you can see, my previous settings are still there, but if not, I'll recall the name of the rack that I gave. Click OK. And let it do its thing to the audio. Another important thing is to make sure you only process once. So I'm going to double check by undoing all my processing, normalize, and I think I did it twice because I was demonstrating this earlier. So I undid my processing, went back to my original file, clicked OK, and now here's my processed audio. So here's the before.
A stroke or heart attack can occur when you least expect it.
And the after.
A stroke or heart attack can occur when you least expect it. Getting help quickly from an experienced medical team can make all the difference.
And there you have it. That's how you load an effects rack from a multi-track session in Audition 3.0.